How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good,
Okay,
man.
who you rooting for tonight? Who you going with? I mean, which team are you going with tonight?
Man, I'm all about the underdogs, man. Miami, man. We're going to South Beach, man.
Okay, you know you.
I'm like Gron. Where my hat, man? We're going to South Beach. I'm taking my. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm taking my career to South Beach, man.
You know you can't wear a jersey because when you wear a jersey, the team wins.
Nah, I might bring up my D Wade jersey.
Okay.
That's bad business. What was that?
So, Bleacher. So I did a special thing with Bleacher Report. So they had brought me out to the game and everything, and since we had obviously had like all the audio and stuff with Tatum, with the OU's wearing the Phillies jersey. So they was like, hey, you want to like put on the Celtics jersey to like, get everybody like antsy. I'm a content creator. I'm gonna just put it like that. I get everybody wild up. Like, if football don't work out no more, I'm going to content. I'm going to YouTube.
So it sounds like they set you up then.
Nah, they definitely set me up. But y'all know I live carefree. I'm gonna just do what I want. Get my little change and move on. That's all I care about.
You talked about going to Austin and adding strength and bulk, and how's that gone and how you feel?
I don't know. I feel great. How I look?
You look good.
Yeah, good. Don't say it.
Respond to you wearing those jerseys?
I don't know. They try to get down on me, but they once realized I'm still rookie year, Micah. I don't care.
He says he's a content creator.
But how much weight have you added?
Really, I put on the weight and then I lost it, so that way you want to put the right weight on. So really just get into my shape. I'm only between 250 right now.
Right.
I vary at 250, so
That's why you seen the wings, huh?
Oh, I was crushing them. When I ate the wings, I was like 252. I said, oh.
Is 250 where you want to stay?
Yeah, I want to be around 250, 252.
Okay.
It's more of a muscle gain, so that way handling everything. So I wanted to lean out and just really put on good stuff and get into the best shape of my life.
What'd you fight last year?
I was around 245 last year. Just, but.
Is that because of the rigors of the season and doing more D-line stuff? You need that bulk.
Well, not just that. Just I just want to create the best version of me. I feel like I'm trying to just be great, man. And I just want to put some size on that and the right weight though. So I just been eating right, just doing everything right, so that way I could longevity in my career and my life.
But how does the difference between 250 and 245 affect your position? I'm just curious.
Okay, it's like you ever pick up a dumbbell, you pick up a 35, you're like, oh, this is easy. And you go 5 more pounds, you're like, oh, arm. It's just like that. It might not be some natural difference, but it's just a difference in how you feel and the power you want, if that makes sense. In the mind, 5 pounds ain't any difference until you're trying to go from, 370 power clean to 375. It's I don't know, it's just different,
What about when you think long term in terms of this process? Is there a certain amount more that you would want to go up?
Nah, because, I'm still fast. Sam Williams still come out there. I think he's faster than me, and I got to put my youngin' back in his place and let him know what's up. So, it's not so much I'm trying to get weighter. I'm just trying to get stronger, if that makes sense.
You've been harassing a bunch of people this offseason. My buddy Andrew Whitworth, Baldy. What are you hoping to gain from these guys, and what have you learned by constantly harassing them?
Man, I'm really trying to get into the mind, not so much of defense, but offensive mind. Guys so when I'm going against top guys like Andrew Thomas, Trent Williams, these guys that I'm going to face in this NFC clash and lane, how are these guys playing me and, what am I struggling with and how can I beat it? I can't learn that from no one else in the league. I'm got to learn that from, a guy who's, shut down guys like me before. So I'm just trying to get into the minds to really just make me so much better. That's why I say, it's not so much that, I don't want to be with the guys. It's much how can I invest into myself? Personally, we all got different mentors and stuff like that. So one person can learn from the teacher at a high rate, then someone might learn from their class buddy a lot more. So for me, it's not so much that I want to be away. It's just more at some point in your life, you got to invest into yourself and make you better. And I just want to make myself better this year.
Micah, you've never been a shy guy, but how comfortable are you now in year 3, not just as a leader of this defense, but overall with this team? How much more comfortable are you feeling now these days?
You know, I feel super comfortable. I'm comfortable. I know my lane. I know the edges to graze. I know the shortcuts, the ins and outs, and just really just building those relationships with the coaches. I could call Dan on any given day of the week, AD, all these guys, Mike, and we got constant communication about what days I definitely should be here, what we're putting in, and things like that. And I have no problem giving the feedback back. So the connection and everything's just been great.
How is the room different now with George Edwards being gone and Darian's assistant now?
Yeah, it's completely different, man. We were just talking about. I was on the sideline today. I was like, man, I miss George, man. Like, it's just nice. Like people just say George was my dad of the building. Like, it's like even when he wasn't looking, he was always watching me. And I kind of miss that person that's like always on my head. And I think he always wanted me to be greater than. He saw something that I'd never saw, and I'm kind of starting to see it. Just part of being great and just doing the little things and just following the plan because there's always a bigger picture.
What are you starting to see as it relates to the greatness that you can reach?
Yeah, just like George was like, hey, man, you got to do this. He would advise me. I'm like, nah, George, don't worry about it. I got it. Like, and, the wear and tear builds on. I'm like, and now when he calls me on his walks, he still calls me. And he's like, hey, I'm doing my miles right now. How you doing? He's like, are you doing this now? I was like, yeah, I'm doing it, George. He's like, that's good. I'm proud of you. And just like, just all the little things that a father would tell his son,
You talked about getting into the minds of some of the former players that would play against guys like you. You tried to tap into the mind of some of O-line coaches to maybe think about how they scheme you?
No, but that's actually a very good idea. I know that coach interventions, and sometimes AD would come back and say, hey, this is how they would try to do that. But that's actually a really good idea. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Duke Manyweather seems to be showing
Yeah, we actually had contact on Twitter before. So,
What can you say about the continuity that's still here from this defense? DQ back, a lot of the same guys back. Is that something that's showing up? With the growth of what you guys want to be?
Yeah, you kind of always want your core guys back. Getting JK back, Malik and everyone, them safeties, that trio back, getting Donald back, that energy we got on the back end, and then adding Gilmore so guys can't go away from Trayvon, so he's going to get his action back. And, adding Mozzie's been great. He's wanting to learn, wanting to do great things. He's wanting to tap in with me, talking about, I was like, don't worry, Mozzie, you're going to get them sacks. I got you. And just, having that defensive core really back, you just feel in the room like everybody's like, this got to be the year. And, each year I've been here, we went a little bit further. Now I'm hoping we ain't got to make no small jump to the NFC and go home. I'm hoping we go all the way because we all know how each other play. We know how to communicate with each other. And, just like anything in a relationship, whether you start from ground zero, you got to learn how to build the basis of how each other works. So that history is going to be great. And I think that was the difference between that Ray Lewis team. They all came back and was like, if they can't score, they can't win. So I'm hoping we got one of them special teams this year.
Mike said the next step for you is opening up more opportunities for other people. How do you think and go about that?
Just playing chess, just being able to move around, I think that's the special ability that I have and why I want to, incorporate, So we're doing a lot of special things. I don't want to give a lot away right now, but it's going to be a really cool year. I'm probably going to play, 8 positions this year, so don't even ask me anymore.
You know your 8 positions.
Yeah.
Have you looked at
Goal line. I think I got a goal line package. Luke Gifford left. I think I got a goal line package.
Have you looked at your numbers last year and you saw the sacks early, but later in the season it wasn't there? What was the difference?
I would just really say I was just going through the motions. It was a really long year. It was every week something new was coming up, and it really was just the growing pains. Playing a lot more in, dealing with chips, not really having a plan. Kind of guys throwing me off my game, and I just developed this year. Next, just stand next, stand in front of me. Smooth is fast, and don't be fast. Be smooth, man. Be smooth. Because sometimes you feel like you got to do more to win, and you just got to be smooth. You see track runners look like they're not moving because they're smooth fast, and then you see some guys who's he's exhausting everything he has. So this year I'm just focused on being smooth. Everything is smooth and just durability and taking care of my body.
But that's why you wanted to add the weight in the bulk because of the wear and tear that you experienced last year.
Yeah, and just being smooth.
Well, getting your philosophy back, Micah, that's all right then.
Yeah.
By the way, you've been working with Tim Riley and everybody else this year, but why boxing? Why has that become part of your training so far this year?
Because I got tired of people punching in my face. You know, I'm a smaller end, and these guys are long. And just learning how to keep my hands up, knocking down, defending my chest, defending my face, and just being smooth. Like, you know, and I took Osa and Chauncey, you know, Osa's coming in. You can imagine him hitting the bag. It's just all aggressiveness. It's like, Osa, smooth. Be, like, just jab. Like, you just need a small jab. Like, you don't have to try to knock him out every time.
Yeah.
So,
Getting in there with DQ.
I brought DQ. I had to take him to them deep waters. DQ said, there was a few times DQ said, hold on. And then afterwards, he said, you know what, Mike? I'm trusting your process. You're going to be hell of a year this year. I was like, you damn right, kid.
What's the 8 positions?
Chauncey and Osa?
What's the 8 positions?
What the position they play?
The 8 positions.
Oh, the 8 positions?
Yeah, you said you're going to play 8 positions this year.
Oh, just stay tuned, man. I think I got
8?
Anything that's in that front 7 and some coverage, I'm playing.
Play safety and corner.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm going to do it all. You know, it's going to be a year to remember for sure.
Off to the side during practice today, you and Sam were working on handwork. What were you showing him there, and what do you feel like kind of jump do you see him making in year 2?
I want Sam to make a huge jump. I kind of know how bad he wanted. You know, he's like, man, last year I was learning. I'm trying to get, play as much as I can. I said, then take the job then. Like, nobody's stopping you from your success. And I said, last year you came in with 3 guys. I was like, if you want to be the guy, how you do that? You got to cut one of the heads off. I said, it's not personal, bro. It's business. Like, you got to be great for yourself. Like, I can't tell you to take the job, take my job, take Law's job. You know, at the end of the day, it's business. Like, we want you to come in and be that guy for us. Like, I want you to come in and be a 10-sack guy. Because he's like, I want 10 sacks. I'm trying to be up there with you. Like, then get 10 sacks. I'm not stopping you from getting 10 sacks. The only person that can is you. So, I'm just teaching him to get into that mindset and just with his hands, like, just keeping them in front of him, not dropping your hands. I was like, we're boxing right now. Keeping your hands and feet because they got to work together. And I think that's the thing I like about boxing is, like, you can't just throw a punch without your legs. You got to have your legs underneath you at all times. So just constantly moving, keeping your hands going, keeping them hands off you, and just really I'm trying to take everyone up a level because I'm trying to take this D-line up a level. That's the part of growth.
How much is a sack title of goal of yours?
A sack title? How much is it a goal of mine? I don't know. I'm kind of off the sack wave. I'm on to the impact wave. Like, you see Aaron Donald, he can have 12 sacks, but the impact he makes is like so dominant. Like, you can tell. I'm really just want to be a dominant. Then you see guys who have 16, 17 sacks, but they're not considered a guy. I want to be a guy, not one of the guys. You feel me? So, it's levels of the mental. If you're always chasing, then you're never achieving. You feel me? So I'm not chasing for something. I'm trying to achieve and be greater than someone's chasing.
My apologies if you asked this earlier. So, are you a Celtics fan? You're a Sixers fan?
We already,
Raptors fan? What are
we
you?
already done this.
Man, I'm going to just clear the air right now. I'm a Players fan. So I told y'all last year when I saw Aaron Judge, I'm a fan of greatness. I could care less about the Yankees, but I love Garrett Cole and Aaron Judge. I could care less about the Boston Celtics, but I respect Jason Tatum. He's my team. Duke Blue all day. I was there with Jabari. Man, Jabari Parker was still with the Bucks. I'll still be with Jabari Parker, even though I got a Giannis jersey too, because I really like Giannis now. And, I could care less about the Suns, but you know what? I'm going to pull up because I love Devin Booker. So I'm going to always rep. You just got to be like, just like anyone. Whether it's football, whether y'all covering football, y'all watching basketball, you be like, man, I really just love that guy. Like, I don't know this guy, but he just looks like a hell of a dude. Like, I mean, we all fans of everything. So don't let, the clout and fame fool you from being just a kid again, man.
So you're a Jimmy Butler fan this week?
Hell yeah, I'm Jimmy B, man. Underdog story.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike.